So hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it has been a while, but I finally have another braces update. It feels like forever ago since I last did my other update video, so I wanted to come share with you all what's been happening with my teeth, especially because I have less than a week to get these off. So a lot has changed. So much has changed in and I guess the past like month and a half, maybe close to 2 months. I don't even know. So let's backtrack. So I may be repeating some things in my previous video just because I cannot remember where I last left off. But I'm actually gonna grab my phone. I generally take pictures of my teeth whenever I go to the orthodontist and just throughout, just to kind of see the progress of my teeth, to see if they're progressing the way they have. And my teeth has changed so much from the time that I got them on in May till now. And the crazy thing about it is that I think my teeth are better now in the second round of braces than when I got them taken off last year. So I will show you all the close-ups, include some pictures so that you can see the progress that I have been seeing in the short amount of time in my second round of braces. So I got my braces put on in May. I was supposed to go every month to see the orthodontist until the end of my treatment. And so I went in May and I went back a month later. That was like mid-June, like at the end of the teens. I can't remember then what date that was. But at my second orthodontist appointment, I got Powerchains, like I mentioned in my previous video. And everything was going well. And then what I also mentioned is that I had like 2 brackets that were not aligned with the rest of the brackets. So when I got the Powerchains, it shifted my teeth, the position of my teeth. So I had 2 teeth that were literally a step up from my other teeth. So I noticed that change in my teeth on June 19th, and I'll insert a picture here. So on June 19th, I took a picture of my teeth and I was like, okay, I think my teeth, they look a little, am I tripping? Is it me? Is it my head? So I had to ask other people, like ask my husband, ask my nephews who were with me at the time, and I was like, does my teeth look shorter? And it's like, yeah, your teeth look shorter. And I was like, dang it. Confirm my suspicions. My next appointment for the orthodontist was actually 6 weeks from that point. Like I mentioned, I was supposed to be going every 4 weeks, but my orthodontist office was so backed up seeing other patients that they were unable to get me in at the 4-week mark. So I had to go in at 6 weeks. So my next appointment was July 27th, and I'll insert that picture here. So this is me laying down, and I took a picture of my teeth with the arch wires removed, just so I can get a good assessment of where my teeth were. So I told the orthodontist, like, hey, Dr. So-and-so, I noticed these 2 teeth were pulled up from my other teeth and that they were shorter than the rest of my teeth. So he's like, oh, it's an easy fix. We're just gonna put a bend in the wire. So he put a bend in the wire to pull the teeth down. Like literally, like no joke, no lie. This picture is from the very next day. As you can see in this picture, you'll notice that the same teeth that were now too short had pulled down in like 24 hours. So yeah, when I went in July 27th, I had 2 brackets that I needed to replace. One on this side, one on this side. The hygienist, I'm not sure what they are called, but when she was putting on the Powerchain, this bracket stayed, but then this bracket popped off the moment she hooked on the Powerchain. And because of that, I had to come back 2 weeks later to get the bracket added back on to complete my treatment. So I broke a bracket in the back because I don't have any molar bands on, so the brackets on the molars break off really easily. So I kept breaking brackets, unfortunately. So literally, I am like eyeing my teeth for like forever. And so what I began to notice early on, the tooth that was short got long, and the one that was originally where it was at is now getting short. So it's as if my teeth flip-flop which one was short. So from there, I have literally been taking pictures after pictures after pictures, trying to figure out, like, is it really happening the way I think it's happening? Is my other tooth really becoming the shorter tooth? And I was like, why? I can't win. I can't win. I took more pictures here. This is August 4th of what my teeth look like. Just again, trying to just see, like, is it really me? Is it really in my head? Or is my other tooth now becoming the shorter tooth? So what I began to notice when I went in August 11th, I got the bracket added back on. Everything was good. This picture here is from August 11th. As you can see in the picture, the tooth is still shorter than the other side. So from August 11th, I kept eyeing my teeth and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really short. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Literally every single day I'm taking pictures, asking my husband, driving him crazy because I'm just like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think by Wednesday, I was like, I think my tooth is crooked. And I was on FaceTime with my best friend and I was like, she's like, yeah, I see what you mean. And so my husband was like, man, it does look a little crooked, but maybe the tooth is just adjusting, give it a few days. On Friday, the 14th, I was like, okay, no, I think my tooth is really crooked. So as you can see that on that left front tooth, so it slightly turned that way. And so it was, I could tell from the bottom of my tooth, it was moving upward like that. It was also lifting, so it was overlapping. So if you can see in this second picture, you'll notice that that same short tooth was now lifting and overlapping, but it was quite as if my two front teeth were crossing at the bottom. And so I called the orthodontist office. I called them and they got me in like literally they got me an appointment that same day. So less than an hour, I drove there, I got there, and what ended up happening, I guess, and teeth just do weird stuff, and it shifted and it caused that overlap. So what the orthodontist ended up doing, he looked at the wire, bent it a few places, or I guess, and then he told the hygienist to put the arch wire exactly the way he has it. And so what they ended up doing to make sure my tooth that was crooked was engaged, so on both of those teeth, they did a figure 8 pattern with elastics, like individual elastics on those two front teeth, and then they added the power chain on top of that. Talk about painful. Oh my gosh, it was so painful. My teeth were so tender. It hurt so bad. Especially the one individual tooth because it was getting pulled or shifted the most. Originally, my debond date, which is when I get my braces taken off, was actually August 27th, which was the exact date I got them off last year. However, when I went in on the 14th, there was some issues in scheduling and I was no longer on that date anymore. So then they had to give me a new date, which is August 25th. So on August 25th next week, I am scheduled to get my braces back off. So on Friday when I was there on the 14th, the orthodontist was like, give it till Wednesday, and if you noticed that the tooth hasn't shifted or changed, call us back and you'll come back in and we'll do another adjustment. And so I had been waiting and the tooth was turned, literally like an hour after I left, the tooth was already changing and I could already see the shift that was happening. However, I think it finally turned all the way to be completely straight. Might have been Monday. Maybe, yeah, I think about Monday or Tuesday maybe. So I waited till Wednesday. Again, as the tooth is straightening out, I'm thinking okay, once it's straightening out, it'll pull down. It'll match itself up. Because one side of my tooth looked like it was the same height as the correct tooth, but it was just slanted. So I was like, maybe when it unslants itself, it'll just kind of auto adjust and it'll be back here. Instead of being here, it'll be like that. So I waited till Tuesday. It wasn't changing, and I was like, okay, let me wait till Wednesday. So I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna have to call. So I called the orthodontist office and I was like, I'm sorry, I know I've been back literally every week for the last few weeks for something, but I was like, my teeth is still shorter than the other one. So they scheduled me an appointment for today, actually this morning, first thing in the morning. And so what the orthodontist ended up doing is that he ended up flattening out that step that he created in the arch wire in between my two front teeth to pull down the original short one. He shortened it. The one that's longer and the one that's shorter, they would do this and somehow meet each other halfway. So he couldn't completely straighten out the wire, because if he would have completely straightened out my wire, then it would make my longer tooth that was originally shorter back in June short again. And so he had to just flatten out the bend a little bit to give the new shorter tooth, leverage to be the same or equal to the tooth next to it. I hope that all makes sense, but I have a ton of pictures. I've been taking pictures of my teeth nonstop since June. So I'll insert some pictures so you can see what that looks like, but these are my teeth now. So today, he flattened out that he flattened out that bend in the wire, and then he added additional elastics on the two front teeth like he did last time to further engage those two teeth. But then I also have an extra elastic on the other tooth, the third tooth that was originally shorter as well back in June. So I have 3 teeth that are really engaged right now between those individual elastics plus the power chain on top. So my teeth hurt. They were already tender, and every time they put the power chain on, I'm just like, dear God, my teeth are gonna fall out of my mouth because it's just so much pressure. My bottom teeth, they haven't touched that one in a while, so it's fine. Nothing has shifted, but my top row teeth, man, they hurt like crazy. This is hopefully my last time that I have to go back in to adjust anything. Hopefully on Tuesday, it is just gonna be the day that I get them taken off and that I won't have to do another adjustment and then push back when I get these off. So I'm gonna zoom in so you can see. So originally these 2 teeth were shorter and they pulled up. And so then what eventually the orthodontist did was put a step in the wire here and here somewhere, and then to pull the teeth down. But what ended up happening is that as this tooth got longer, this tooth became shorter. But as you can see, although my teeth look aligned here, the actual bracket position on my teeth is misaligned. And that's what caused the issue in the first place. But my overall teeth look really good and really different. Because those spaces in the back are now closed, it changed my bite, and my bite is much more secure or much tighter. So as you can see, I don't have the spaces on the side like I used to before, and I'll insert a previous clip of what my teeth look like just in May when I got the braces first put on. And as you can see on the sides that I still had those openings that are not gone. That is what my teeth looks like. Everything is looking really good. I'm hoping that this tooth, like by over the weekend or the next few days up leading up to my appointment on Tuesday, that this tooth, flushes out even more and that they're perfectly aligned, to avoid having the orthodontist having to like buff or shave the tooth to like be the same height, because that's what I didn't want to do, because that's what I had to do last year when I got my braces taken off last year, is that he had to smooth out the bottoms of the 2 front teeth to make them align or symmetrical because they weren't naturally. So I hope I gave you a comprehensive overview of what has happened the last month of treatment of my braces. I'm sure I'm leaving something out of the story. I just can't remember everything that's happened because it's been a very, very busy month and a half for me outside of my teeth. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave those questions in the comment section below. And if you haven't checked out my previous videos on my braces journey, so make sure you click on this eye up here for those videos, or also check the description bar below for those previous videos as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video and joining me for my braces journey. So I'll catch you guys in the next video, which will be my final video of my braces journey. Bye.